we go. I just wanted to do something. Hey, how you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna do this really fast. Bring it down. That's all I wanna do. Take this up. Do that. Now I'm gonna do this. Loop it around. Feed it through really fast. Just doing my hair before I actually do my makeup. So I was like, I'm not really feeling this right now. Success. Put a bridge in the middle. Okay. My question is, do I want this? I actually like to open this, so I'll put it back. I'll put it on this side though. And then I'll go ahead and get started on makeup. I'm gonna wash my hands first. When you're doing your makeup, you make sure you wash your hands. Clean hands, better life. Clean hands, better life. Because your skin already has bacteria on it. But you're also not trying to transfer anything. So, hands washed. Setting spray. Got a fan to make sure I dry it really fast. And I'm going to get my primer, which is next. So, setting spray, primer, then foundation, because you gotta pave the way. And I like doing it in a Father, Son, Holy Spirit way, like three, whatever you want to say. I love myself, whatever. But you want to make sure you spread all over. Whenever you're doing makeup, less is more. I'll say it one more time. Whenever you're doing makeup, less is more. And the reason I say that is because depending on where you're at, if you do a whole bunch of makeup and you cake it on, one, people can notice that, and two, it's not healthy for your skin, nor is it healthy for your pores. So less is more. Say it with me. Less is more. Yes. So I put a little bit on the top. I like the flat head because I can actually like push it into my pores. So let me show you what I mean. So I take it, like I said, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to say. I love myself, whatever. Okay. And then you work it in. You can do circles if you want to get it all around. Okay. And you just work it into your skin. And I will say this, during the summer, I swear I changed colors. I'm gonna be absolutely honest. But luckily, Rihanna and my homie Patrick Starr, I think that's his name, or Patrick something. That just tells you. I use makeup, but I'm not trying to figure out all founders or all the additional in-betweens. My eyelashes I didn't want to move down, so got my eyelash brush. So what I mean by pat, I mean you're taking it and you're patting it into your face. You're really getting it into those pores, you know? Okay. Okay. So now I got it into my pores. I feel good. Everything is covered how I want it to cover. I'm gonna go in with my powder. That's what I normally do. Just this is for me, my makeup. For my clients, I don't do this. I just put their foundation on and I work from there because they really don't have two powders. And I will say some powders are setting sprays depending on, like I said, which one you want. For me, this is a compressed powder. Yeah, I have like a little thing in it, but I really like this brush for it. This is GSQ by Glam Squad. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. Generally, the brushes, if they're more expensive, depending on where you get it from, majority of the time they will say what they're used for. Or, and I found even for the Amazon ones, they will give you like a little booklet of this is what each of these are for. Here, oh yeah, I actually have it still. It's dirty, but it literally gives you what everything is for in here. Look at the instructions. I meet so many women that are like, oh, I don't like doing my makeup, Charente. Like, I feel like a clown. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how they always get flawless looks. I'm gonna recommend before you come to someone like me, because I do charge for my services. Look at the instruction manual. Look at some YouTube videos like the one I'm doing right now. Okay, before you spend that money, take the time with yourself. Okay, because unless you just want to do it on some odd occasions for certain particular things, if you want to do everyday makeup, I recommend that you take the time to practice. Now I'm doing my blush. I put it in a bag because you know how like blushes can get wild, they decide to spray. Well, mine's like a cream, so I have to put it in a bag to make sure the rest of my bag for my makeup does not get messed up, you know? So that's the only thing about makeup. Sometimes, like even in your purse, you want to make sure you keep it in a bag inside the purse, because I've messed up $100 purses, like $300 to $400 purses. Like that's the price range. Because I put makeup in there that I did not put into a bag. So the foundation spilled, the eyeshadow spilled. So you want to make sure that you put your shit in a bag, especially if it's deciding to say, I want to be everywhere. Okay, like put in a bag. The key to doing blush is smiling. I know, different, right? But you gotta smile. Gotta get those cheekbones high so that you can brush up, not brush down, brush up, okay? And then you put it in the certain areas that you just wanna pop a little. For me, I put it right here, and I put it down here, and I put it right here. So I want these little areas to pop more on my face, okay? Next. So, okay. Next is what we like to call eyebrow freeze moments. I use this, which is a 24-hour brow setter. It's by Benefit. Okay, go ahead and check it out. This should hold for 24 hours. It isn't an invisible gel, which means it doesn't have a color. There are some setters that do have colors, so you do want to make sure you know what color you're selecting before you pull it off and pay for it, okay? Or you're scrolling online and you're buying it and paying for it. Make sure you're checking to see if it actually is clear or if it has a tint. And if you do a tint, know what tint your face normally is. And if you don't know that answer and you're buying this online, I'm going to recommend that you go into Ultra Beauty or Sephora or Fenty if you have a Fenty nearby you, or a MAC store. Go into a beauty store, try some things out. So what I do is I pull it out, I swipe down, swipe like that, and then I go sideways. So swipe and then sideways. I go sideways because it has like a brush on it, and it's just to brush them in place. And so like you can set it like this, but for me, I like darkening my stuff. And there are people that will use a pencil. For me personally, I rock with using my Fenty compact. This is, let's look at the actual things. But I'm not saying this is just called True Neutrals, yeah. And it's Snap Shadow. I like the fact that it's handheld. I also use this flat brush right here. And then I just go in. I'm just going to show you really fast, sorry. And you're going to see that I'm just going to glaze over it, not really like or try to really draw lines. I just am filling in and just lightly brushing over it, and it's darkening them how I want them to be darkened. Okay, take your time with all these processes until you get faster and faster and faster. Okay, so darken them. That's how I want them to be darkened. Now this is gone. This is gone. Put it away. Now my last thing that I always do for my personal face is the eyeshadow. A lot of people like doing the eyeshadow first. If that's for you, you do that. For me, how I like to do my makeup is I like to do my foundation into my eyeshadow. And if you're like, but Charente, what if like you overgo or there's too much shadow? I'll show you what I do if I happen to do it today and I overdo it. You know, I think I might just make a video separate to this if you overdo it. It's a very fast correction process. I just use a little bit more foundation and blend it into the sides, and it really opens it up. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my blush. And before I do anything with it, I like to make sure it's clean. So I got a piece of tissue, and I'm just rubbing it. If your brushes are super dirty because you've been using the exact same brushes for a long period of time, I would highly recommend, especially if you notice that you're starting to break out with acne, it's because your brushes are dirty because they hold bacteria and they do need to be cleaned. If you don't take the time to clean your brushes, I recommend just getting some new brushes if you don't know that process, okay? For me, I just, like I said, and I don't mind buying new ones because I find them at DD's discounts all the time. And one thing that I love doing, I love making the corners of like this right here of my eyes pop. So I'm just gonna fill in a little bit more. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Exactly how I wanted it. And now, because I'm wearing all this yellow, right? I'm gonna rock with the yellow when it comes to my color selection for majority of my eye. So what I mean by that, I have a palette by Beauty Treats. I love this palette because of all the amazing colors. Look at that. It's awesome neon colors. Like, come on now. So I'm going to use the yellow. I'm probably going to use a variation of this one and down here because I like generally mixing the colors together to figure out what my color is that I like rocking with. So I'm just literally just going to do a quick fill in. Because mind you, I'm not trying to do a complicated thing. I'm not trying to do anything extra, okay? What I mean by extra is I'm gonna do 3 to 5 colors or 7 colors depending on the day. I'm just going to do a quick fill in and making sure that it's all done. Because today I want more of like a natural look, a natural pop, and I just want to bring more yellow, gold to my life. Because I'm also working on my sacral chakra. So this is how I do it. I put it in my nails. I put it on my eyes. This is how I bring in more things, you know. Okay, so I did that. Seeing if I want to do anything else to what I just did. And I'm not really feeling like I want to do anything else. So I clean my brush. That's why I've literally been doing this entire time, looking at my face, seeing if I want to do anything. Mind you, if you're a makeup artist and you're like, well, I'm new, I'm aspiring, I want to get this started. When you're working on a client, I would highly recommend that you're taking photos on at the very beginning, and then as you're working on their face, you are still taking photos after certain parts because it helps you make sure that it's first photo friendly, that of the makeup that you're doing, and it also lets you know if your lines are symmetrical. I know for me, there was one time where I could not get my lines, and I can't tell you why. Maybe it was because I was super tired and it just wasn't happening that day. Sometimes that does happen. I've also met people where they're like, I shake a whole lot when I'm doing makeup. I shake a whole lot. I would recommend no caffeine. I would recommend if you are on medications and stuff like that, you just let your person know that of the face that you're doing, saying, "Hey, just so you aware, my hands do shake. I am good at what I do. There's no concern here. I just want to make sure that you are aware that if you feel my hand shaking, that's perfectly normal. This is just my body's natural thing during this time. You don't have to even say you are on a medication. It's none of their business, you know." So this is why this right here. So the reason I love getting individual eyelashes is so that I don't have to do my mascara. I don't have to take the time to build it. Doesn't mean that I don't have mascara. This is just easier. And then I found a place out here in Vegas that does your eyelashes and fills them in for $50. I'm used to paying $125, so you know your girl's gonna keep getting these, okay? Because it's a lot easier and I don't have to pay as much. I'm used to paying $225 to get them started and all of the in-betweens. I pay for my face, okay? I pay to wake up like this. Beyonce don't talk about it, but she pays to wake up like that, okay? She does. Whether it's exercise or all the in-betweens, okay? So now that I'm done with, just so you know, because I lost my saying, I'm so sorry. This is the palette that I was using. It's Beauty Glaze, and it's just pressed powder. It is Impressed You, is what the name of it is. And the one that I use for my corners, just so you know, is this one right here. This is my favorite one, which is why you see like it's almost gone. And when it is, I will figure out another one. But right now, this is my favorite, and I'm very happy with it. Okay. Now, am I going to do it? When I say I'm not going to do it, I'm thinking about adding glitter to this. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit of glitter right now. Just a little bit. So let me find, it's my glitter brush. Okay, it has like pink on it right now. So you already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to roll me some toilet tissue so I can clean it. I do not recommend that you clean these on towels. I just don't, especially if you're in a hotel or something like that. Some hotels are really cool and they rock with you and they'll give you makeup wipes. You can clean it on these because these are disposable, but I do not recommend that you use the actual towel to clean your stuff. Something disposable. Paper towels is really good to use as well. Okay. What I'm going to use from this palette, this is also Beauty Treats. This is Glitter Galore Luxe Collection. I am thinking for myself, because like I said, I'm really feeling this golden vibe. I'm not trying to add any additional colors. I previously have done that kind of look. If you want to see what that look is, go to my Instagram, the Glow Up 888, okay? You can take a look at that face. I had fun doing that look because it was for my Ed Sheeran concert. Yeah. I said my Ed Sheeran concert because I was waiting for a long time. And I love me some Ed Sheeran. So I'm going to go in with this gold. I'm going to get some on my brush, like so. And then I'm just going to go in where I want to go in. On top of what I've already done. So I do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay. Almost done. And now, okay, I'm done with my look. I'm liking the glitter. It's not too much because I don't want to, it's not to be like, wow, you have glitter on your face. No, it's just like, you have glitter on your face because they're actually looking at my eyes. Okay, now I'm done with that. I clean that brush. I'm going to go ahead and do my last thing, which is setting it. So, getting this, followed by this, and let's go. One thing I can say is some people are like, Charente, setting powder, like, I don't understand, like, it doesn't actually set. Instructions, y'all. I read the instructions. So my instructions tell me to use this before I get started and then after I'm done with everything, okay? Look at the instructions on the back of yours. This is one of my setting sprays. It's by Marie Claire Harris, Ultra Glow Setting Spray. And I also have, let's see if I can find it quickly, Smashbox Setting Spray, which is weightless. You can use any of the setting sprays and just see which one works better for you, you know? And see how that goes. Okay. All done. Hit the off of this. I love this fan because I don't like batteries, okay? But it is USB-C chargeable. And mind you, the phone I'm currently on right now is my Android into USB-C, so it's my iPad, so exact same charger for everything, baby. Now I'm gonna put these away, clean up my space, because it's about that time for me to head out. It's been amazing seeing you, talking to you about the makeup. Oh, I told you I was gonna tell you. So because this shadow is a little bit further out than I anticipated, I'm just gonna go in with this brush into the corners, and literally, that's how I clean up. That's it. I know you're like, really, Charente? That's it. And you're like, you're not gonna do your lips? No, I like keeping my lips plain. Just putting some basic chapstick on it. Don't need no extra. I'm perfectly good with that. I love you so very much. Mwah! Like, follow, and share. And if you want your makeup done by me and you're living in the Vegas area or you want to fly me out, let me know. The Globe 888 is on Booksy, so go ahead and book there. And if you also want a healing session with me or Divine Oracle card reading for Revelations, go ahead and book me as well. I do all of that and all the in-betweens. I love you guys so very freaking much, and continue living your best life. Bye!